In a world that cannot stop shouting, where everyone is desperately chasing attention, there is a man who carries a powerful secret. He walks alone. He moves in silence. Yet his mere presence speaks volumes. When people look at him, they wonder, why does he have no friends? Why is he always by himself? While other people's phones are buzzing with meaningless notifications, his phone remains silent. While crowds gather on weekends to drown in drama, gossip, and empty validation, he is locked in a quiet room, wrestling with his destiny, building his empire in the dark. To the untrained eye, this solitude looks like a flaw. They call it a red flag. They think being alone means being weak. But the truth is completely the opposite. Pay close attention. If a man has no friends, or a really small, tight circle, don't get it twisted in your head. That is not a red flag. Everyone wants to tell you that, but they are dead wrong about this one. That is a man who has mastered himself. A man without friends, or with a very selective circle, is actually a deeply secure man. This is the ultimate truth most people miss. Over time he has learned, through heavy experience, that quality matters infinitely more than quantity. He doesn't need an audience or a round of applause to validate his worth. His confidence doesn't depend on the fleeting approval of whoever happens to be near him that day. It comes entirely from within, forged in the fires of self-discipline. If you are ready to walk this path of silence, master your mind, and unlock your true potential, take action right now. Hit that subscribe button and join the Silent Master family. This man is not afraid to be alone because he already knows his own strength. He has tested it. He has proven it to himself under conditions that would break an ordinary person. He has spent enough time by himself to know that he can survive any storm without falling apart. He is extremely protective of his energy and fiercely selective about who gets access to his life. This is not a weakness. It is a supreme sign of a king's character. He is not out here collecting superficial relationships, like trophies just to brag about a large friend group. He is not accumulating. He is curating. And there is a massive, life-altering difference between the two. He actively walks away from drama, small talk, and gossip because he has built a peaceful, focused life for himself, brick by brick, through blood and sweat. He is simply not willing to let anyone walk in and wreck it. You spend years building your internal peace, and you learn real quick who is worth losing it over, and usually nobody is. Real power isn't built in the noise. It is forged in isolation. If you want to claim your peace and take absolute control of your destiny, like this video and subscribe to the channel right now. Your silence is where your power begins. He doesn't need to be surrounded by people to feel complete. That is the key difference. He is completely comfortable in his own company. He is grounded. He is steady. He refuses to waste his precious time on draining, meaningless relationships just to avoid sitting face to face with his own thoughts. Most people fear loneliness because they cannot face who they really are. They run toward crowds to hide from their own weaknesses. But the silent master has stared directly into his own darkness. He knows his flaws, he has built his strengths, and he answers to no one but his goals. An isolated man looks like an easy target, but a man who has survived the furnace of solitude possesses the unbreakable strength of reinforced steel. Do not strive to be known by the world. Strive to know yourself, to dive deeper into the laws of silent success and transform your mindset daily. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. This man's confidence doesn't come from shouting his achievements from the rooftops. It comes from the work he executes in absolute secrecy. He is the one putting in the hours when no one is watching, when the rest of the world is fast asleep, waking up at 5 a.m. to sculpt his mind and body. He knows that human applause is temporary. The same hands that clap for you today will watch you fall tomorrow. So he stopped listening to the noise of the crowd and started tuning into his inner vision. Stop building your life on the opinions of people who don't matter. Your greatest, most lethal version is born when you step away from the crowd and work on yourself in absolute silence. True greatness doesn't exist in the chaos. It belongs to the mindset of the silent master. Change your life, shrink your circle, protect your peace. To stay locked into this journey and receive your daily dose of raw, unfiltered motivation, subscribe to the channel right now. Let your silence be your legacy.